Buongiorno from our home in Sicily. We're going to go to Giardini Naxos and one of the hotels we're going to be using on one of our tours. Let me tell you, this is such a spectacular spot. The views from the rooms, the proximity to the beach, to restaurants, etc. And oh, the dinners we had. And then we're going to go talk to our dear friend Roberto from Sicilia's cafe in Giardini Naxos about, all things Sicilian.
We reserved 10 sea view rooms there for next September 2025. We're going to be taking a group there. I think we have 2 rooms available. If after you look at this place, if you're interested, give Esther an email or whatever, because it's great. I've been there in the past. I stayed there. My brother has stayed there. Many of my friends have stayed there, all to rave reviews, including, by the way, Lisa Zoba. Hi, Lisa. She sent me an email when I told her we were going there, so come on down.
All right, take a look, and then we have more info on the other end. End of October. Can you imagine this? People are still swimming. Madonna, look how clear Etna is today. Still no snow on her. Grazie. Look at this. Club sandwich. That's a good looking sandwich.
Thing of beauty.
The entrance to the hotel with these beautiful Greek symbols. There's the Trinacria. Very classy. And look at this view. The fantastic thing about this hotel is that not only is it walking distance from the beach, also all the shops and restaurants. Pretty spacious rooms.
Beautiful bathroom.
Let's see the bathroom. It's a tough job, but someone's got to do it. We came here to vet out this hotel for a very special tour next September. And Al, you had the tough job of trying a panini, but not any panini. It's a special.
No, it wasn't a panini. It was a work of art. I almost wrapped it up and got to nail it on my wall. That's how good it was. It was a club sandwich at the Hellenia Yachting Club. 20 years. It's the best club sandwich I've ever had.
What made it so special? The mayonnaise?
I had mayonnaise for the first time in, 2 years, but I said, the hell with it, I'm going to eat it, because the people on the next table were eating it. It had chicken. It had some high-end ham. It had tomatoes, lettuce, and stuff. But the thing is this, the bread was just killer. And
it was a toast.
It was a toast. And one other thing I want to say about that sandwich. Any country club in the States, usually they serve really good club sandwiches. Believe me when I tell you, this was the very best that I ever had in my life. I'll be dreaming about this sandwich.
Okay, now I'm headed to Taormina. I'm taking the bus. We'll see how that goes. This is just a great street to walk around. Lots of shops and restaurants and bars. And then, of course, you have this view of Taormina. The Interbus is actually pretty good. It's costing me less than €2, €1.90 to go from Giardini Naxos up to Taormina, and it'll take me to the Porta Messina, not the Porta Catania, Gate of Catania. 4:30 in the afternoon, and this is the scene here, end of October. People are still wearing shorts, and of course checking out this incredible sunset by Mametna.
Pintar i aquestes coses, saps? Que tenia una mica...
Sense el volcà, no? Quasi arriba. Arriba el volcà i tot, sí, sí. Es veu un jardí.
This is how you do it right here with this beautiful scene. Buon appetito. Look what Alfred's having.
Cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger. Patatine, insalata, vino. This is it, guys. Now that is my favorite dish right there. Do you hear the ocean? It is so smoothing. Buongiorno. Cafe, aqua, and this view, that's how you start a morning. Now we're going to go to Cafe Cilia and our dear friend Roberto. Let me tell you, Roberto can speak about just about any subject. He is charming. He's intelligent. He's like the mayor of Giardini Naxos. We went on a car ride with him. He was saying hello to just about everyone. Plus, his food is absolutely out of this world. We go there, we try to get him on our camera, and let me tell you that he has something new. He always has something interesting and fun to talk about. So I think you'll enjoy this section.
I've known the man for over 25 years. 25 years I've known Roberto. I knew him when he was a recent graduate from the University of Messina in economy and business. I knew he was a smart guy there. And now, today, I'm pleased to announce to the world. Can I make the announcement?
Go!
Roberto became a father 6 weeks ago to a beautiful little baby girl by the name of
Ida.
After his mother, Ida. We will pronounce that in English, Ida. Ida was the mother's name. She was the matriarch of Roberto's family.
Now, a lot of our viewers have seen Roberto on the video, so you have a little bit of sense. But a lot of our travelers, if you've been on tours with us here on the East Coast, you've met Roberto. And listen to this. His girlfriend is Hungarian. So not only Alfred was a Hungarian, but he's with a Hungarian.
From Budapest.
From Budapest.
Let me just say one more thing, okay, if I possibly can. I felt his spirit elevated 2 days ago. I have never seen that man so emotionally happy, and he's no young spring chicken either, you know. He's in his north side of his 50s, okay?
Handsome man.
Handsome guy, and this baby, I can tell, in the last, well, you know, is now the center of Roberto's universe.
And his sisters.
And his sisters.
All right, let's go talk to Roberto.
But we want to wish them, all of them, the whole Cilia family, and that's got to be Sonia, Maria Elena, Maria Grazia, Nancy, those are his three sisters, auguri. And we're so happy for that. So now let's go and see what Roberto has to say.
In 2014, when I first came here and interviewed you, and we were sitting over there, that's exactly what we had. Bruschetta. What do you have to say to the world today, Roberto?
I'm so happy to sit here with my friends. Alfred, they have a special part in my life. It's not just
a normal person that you meet and you know and you enjoy. There's more, much more.
You guys are like brothers.
You see, if you could open my breast and you see my heart, one side is occupied for orphan. Sicily is an island. It's a part of Italy, but in the same time, it's a small continent. Could be a single country, a single state. It doesn't need to be with Italy. Could be even alone. It's really a rich place, but not now. This has been since the history, since always. Sicily was the land, the piece of land that was in the mind, in the wish of all the country in Mediterranean area. So everyone tried to get this island. And that's why, if we're gonna read the history, we see that we passed a lot of colonization. A lot of people have been here. Everyone believed here. A part of them. Some a good part, some other one not a good part. But the population.
Who were the good guys? Who were the people?
No, everybody from the Norman, the Greek.
The Greeks left
Roman,
a lot. The Arabs left
everybody,
a lot.
Even that's true.
A lot.
That's true.
The foods
Everyone,
we eat, and they left a mark.
Knowledge about the agriculture. Everyone have been lived a little treasure. If this is what do we try to understand today and to see who is the Sicilian, it's hard even to say. Because there is the Sicilian from Catania, the Sicilian from Messina, Sicilian from Palermo. Everyone have different, in the DNA, it bring different roots. So if we're going to check the DNA of the Sicilian today, it's a melange of population that have been here during the last 20th century, 30th century.
People are always surprised when they do the 23andMe and all those. I have Arab, I have Jewish, I have this, I have that. It makes a lot of sense, even Greek.
That's true. Have you ever seen the tableau of the Sicilian style, the Sicilian art? They are made by red color, blue color, yellow color. Okay, it's the roots they are Arabian, but it's a milk pot like the population of this country. I used to say country, not island, country.
By the way, for those of you who may not know Roberto, he's old-time friend of Alfred's, and I met him 10 years ago, and of course we come here with our groups because his food is legendary, including the pizza, because now you're a professional pizza maker.
We can easily say because I love pizza. I like to eat pizza.
Well, then it makes sense.
It helps a lot because it's there's the fashion of the pizza. There is the pizza that became the gourmet pizza. So everyone's improve. The world of pizza exploded in the last maybe 20 years, 15, 20 years. Now we see that there is the biggest chef that they're doing all the pizza. They talk about pizza.
Always.
Yeah, but before pizza was a junky food. Pizza was the food for poor people. Just thinking that pizza was made like in the 1800 here in Italy, and we just find out that the pizza was going everywhere maybe 50 years ago, not longer. Before,
After World War II.
Sorry?
After World War II.
Yeah, after World War II, and also after a lot of people, they immigrate to the States. Because the big market was the States, where they go everywhere. But in the beginning, the Italian that they were there, the South Italian, that used this pizza, they just made at home. They don't say around. They were shy to say out that they eating pizza. Pizza was...
You can say even the Romans had the focaccia, and they just put olive oil and some herbs.
Pizza start in Naples. You should be thinking also that in that period, in the 1800s, Italy almost was just a young country. It doesn't exist. The biggest country before was the Kingdom of the Two Sicily, and the three biggest towns in Europe was Paris, London, and Naples. The Kingdom of Naples was really huge and powerful. So all the new things, like today, the new mode, the new fashion coming from New York, from the biggest country where there's a lot of money going around. That time was the tree capital of the world. like we can say the world, one was Naples. So it was almost naturally. The pizza as we know today, with tomato, let's not forget that before a man named Columbus discovered America, we didn't have the tomato here. So
That's one of the things people are shocked about.
Yeah.
Yes, there was no tomato in
no,
Italy.
no.
That's what I'm saying. The focaccia was
Maybe
the focaccia and since the
2000 years
Roman
ago,
Roman
we
times.
made the pita. Today they still calling the Arabian desk
In
pita,
Israel,
pita
you
in
have Israel and
In Arabian
Lebanon,
side,
Arabian.
pita. So pizza is close by. You know, the Mediterranean is like a condominium, a residence. Everybody stay in the balcony and look into the orders. What are you cooking? I'm in paella. Give me a little bit, tasty. Or in Greek, just in the front house, we have Greek. Another country named Greece. And they make moussaka.
With eggplant.
Yeah, with eggplant. If you try the parmigiana here, it's almost the same. Have you ever tried in Catania the insalata catanese? Tomato, ricotta, cheese on the top.
And onions.
And onions. Try the Greek salad.
Same
almost
thing.
The same. So
Mine-
just change the name. But we are living in a residence. So we almost know what our neighbors cooking or what they're doing. We are too close. It's the magician of our
Always
way to be Sicilian.
entertaining. Always a pleasure. Grazie mille, Roberto.
Thank you to you.
There's a movie out right now. It's called Iddu, which is Sicilian. The Ultimo Padrino, the last godfather, about Matteo Denaro, who just recently died. He was one of the last godfathers. Came home because he needed medical attention and got caught. It's a very interesting story. I'm sure you've heard of it. The United States and other places. I've been talking about it a few months ago. I'm just taking a little walk outside of our hotel. Wow, that is magical. Can you believe it's 76 degrees? Crazy. You know, as I mentioned, we've done many videos with Roberto, and I'll leave you links down below. He's shown us how to make pizza. He's talked about, you know, a little bit more about history and so forth. So that's that. Wait a second. You know, we didn't talk about the specifics of that tour that we're going to go to.
Oh,
Giardini
the September
Naxos.
2025
The September.
tour.
Let me just give you guys a little bit of what's going to happen. Then we're going to be in Giardini Naxos for a few days. Then we're going to go up north to Cefalù, spend a few days there, and do some of those mountain villages up there, like Petrellia, Sotana, Polizia Generosa, Castelbuono, one of my favorite little towns up there. And then we're going to go to one of the Aeolian Islands and spend some time there. So that's that.
The last thing I wanted to say about Cilia and Giardini Naxos in general is that it's really, and compared to Taormina, which of course is the pearl of Europe, the prices there generally are 30 to 40% cheaper than they are up at the hill in Taormina. And the Racconati section of where he is, there's big signs that'll say Racconati. And by the way, people don't know what that word means. They think it's named after a person. They're not sure. But it's a great place. There's great little restaurants over there. There's the Delta Hotel, what used to be the Marriott there.
Let me just warn people right now that 2025 is looking to be a banner year for Sicily. So if you're thinking of coming and you haven't made reservations, believe me, you need to make them soon.
The only thing I want to say about buying tickets, it may be premature to buy a ticket now in, here it is at the beginning of November of 2024. People are saying, oh, there's $6,000. That $6,000 price that some of these airlines put up is basically a placeholder. Okay, because the first thing that they do is they send to the different travel groups. How many do you want to save? How many do you want to save? Do you want us to save for you? And then what happens is right after Christmas, first part of the year, is when you should really start shopping your tickets.
But I'm talking about hotels. I'm saying the hotels should be booked, as we know, are getting very booked.
Yep,
anyway,
for sure.
that's, you still have to talk about our shop.
Listen, all our stuff for Christmas is not only it's in the United States for immediate shipping, okay? She's going to post all our stuff that we have. We even
If you
have
go
Christmas,
down
our
below-
Christmas hat this year, right?
Yeah, we've had, that's the Christmas stocking. If you go down below, it says shop. Just click over there and it'll take you, there's hats, t-shirts, aprons, Christmas stockings, mugs, and all types of things. So it's really fun.
I want to say something about the mugs, okay? They are the high-end mugs. They're not junk, okay? I want to say something about the t-shirts, especially for a big guy. The double XLs that I wear, because I like things roomy, they're roomy, and they don't fade. And like I said, they're there for immediate shipping. So please, if you need, they're great presents, and they'll ship all over the place. You could order one for your sister Helen in Detroit, Michigan, the other one for Nancy over there, blah, blah, blah.
They'll ship them for
And
you.
they'll ship them for you. You don't have to worry. It's one-stop shopping, and it helps us, really, it helps us on our mission here. Am I correct in saying that?
We have a mission.
Yep.
That's correct.
And the last thing I want to say,
Well,
okay?
before you do that, I
All
want
right,
to make
one more
sure
thing I have to
that
say.
we still have some sterling silver trinacrias left in, so those are also ready to be shipped immediately. They're in Massachusetts, so those are great gifts as well. Any interest in a golf / Pilates / yoga / wellness / vino and foodie tour, let me know, because we're thinking about putting together, it's not on our website yet, but we're thinking of doing, you know, we have a putting green and a driving range near our house, about 45 minutes away. There's an 18-hole beautiful golf course on Mount Etna. And now there's a yoga and Pilates studio here, but you know, I was thinking we can do it on the roof of the hotel and have the sunset and do yoga over there. And of course, we have several vineyards that we're thinking about putting in there, so let us know. Is that something you're interested in?
I know a place to eat lunch that I'm going to talk her into for us going on the backside of the mountains, in the Brody Mountains. Is that the Brody Mountains?
Why don't we
up
go
there?
next week?
We're going to go next week. I went there 15 years ago. I wrote about it in my book, where she's talking about 0 kilometer. I'm talking about 0 meters. Okay, everything is grown on the farm, and I want to integrate it in one of our tours. And this may
could
be the one.
it.
That may be the one we're
All
going
right,
to do it in.
let me know.
Yeah. November and December is the time that we push our memberships for our, what's that thing called? A membership?
Community.
Our community, right? We have a bunch of people on it right now, and that's another way to support our free videos. We spend quite a bit of money traveling around Europe, not Europe, well, we go to Tuscany, I guess we can say Europe, Budapest, we could say that, is that for $1.99 a month, that if you go to Starbucks and you buy a cup of coffee, they got to charge you, I don't know how much, $50 a cup nowadays with the price. No, seriously, it's less than a cup of coffee, and you're supporting our programming, and it enables us to do more. So join. $1.99 a month, and she always does special stuff. We have a newsletter goes out and all this other stuff. So that's what I wanted to say today. Whew, talked a lot.
I gotta tell you, one of the fun things that we did this weekend was really great, sharing this memory with you, Alfred Zappala, going to the Helena with that beautiful view. Ching ching to you. I really enjoyed our few days. You know, we do this, you know, to vet out hotels for you so you have the very best. And we hope to see you back here in Sicily. Thank you so much for watching. Ching ching.
Peace be with you. Love you, ciao. Benedigo.